It is 2nd and 6. Gonna go right back to Henry. He plunges forward for a couple of yards. Levante David doing his work on defense. Third down and 3. They'll try and run for this with Henry. He will have a Ravens first down. I do believe he gets it by about a yard on 3rd and 3.
An early test here for that offensive line, and they come through. They're going to have to continue to find space in the ground game for their running backs to continue to move the chain. So nice job there. Give them a lot of credit. Now the question is, what is the adjustment on the defensive side of the ball in the next 3rd down situation?
And he searches for it for a gain of about 5.
Brings up 2nd down.
From the 31, here's 2nd and 4. Here's the give to Henry, running right. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
And after that negative run, I think this changes the play call now on 3rd down. So this offensive line has to be a lot better on 1st and 2nd down to gain positive yards. Stay on track, because you don't want to be in 3rd and pass too often in today's NFL.
Open man, right side. He's got it. And he will have the first down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
So a big 3rd down hookup takes us to the break. What will the 2nd quarter have in store? We'll have more from Tampa after this. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. On the ground, here's Henry. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
These negative runs, they just make everything for the play caller that much more difficult, right? So they've got to find a way to be more efficient on these early downs, meaning 1st and 2nd down, because if not, you find yourself the entire game in 3rd and pass, and that's what every single defense in the league is trying to do.
He's got it inside the 5. And he's in. Mark Andrews. Touchdown, Baltimore.
He's lined up one-on-one, and it's a mismatch from the very beginning. He's just so fast, so big. He's kind of part tight end, part wide receiver, and when you have that type of skill set, it's just going to be hard to stop.
And this is no good. The rookie misses the extra point. We'll see if that affects him or the game the rest of the way. So the lead stands at 6-0 as this one is kicked off. Irving now on the return. And they bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
They run with the argument. It's Bucky Irving. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
Depending on the situation or the down and distance, Mike, the linebackers have different reads. Sometimes they read the offensive lineman, sometimes they read the running back. In this case, his read brings him right to the play. He's able to make a big stop and keep the game to nothing.
That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete. Marlon Humphrey, the man there to break that one up.
And you don't earn the reputation this guy has, Mike, without having some really elite ball skills at your disposal. I mean, he's universally considered one of the best corners in the entire league, and when he makes plays like this, it's pretty easy to see why.
And that is incomplete.
It's just so hard to be a good offense in the NFL, Mike, when you are not good on third down. Your inability to extend drives, it either puts a lot of pressure on your coaches to be aggressive on fourth down or simply punt or take a field goal. You have to maintain possession and give you more cracks to score touchdowns.
And he's going to be brought down after a short return, and that's where his team will get possession of the football.
At their own 37-yard line.
Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, here's Jackson. Going up top and looking for Flowers.
Really nice job there of not only tracking the ball, but then putting yourself in position to make the play. And that's step one. I promise you step two on that sideline. His secondary coach is saying, hey, next time you can get your hand on the ball, let's try to come away with that takeaway.
Here's the toss, the right side to Henry. This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
I'd like to see that running back be a little bit more decisive with his cut, Mike. You can see he was a little hesitant, and once you're late making that decision, you just kind of get strong laterally. Great job there by the defense, and he has no choice but to take that loss.
Third and long for Jackson. Quick slant into the hands of the speedy Flowers. And he'll be stopped short of a first down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down. On 4th down, they snap it to Jackson. And that one's not fooling anyone. They were on that screen from the start. And a loss of yards on the play.
You know, I think there's certain times, Mike, throughout the game that call for a very aggressive style of play. I'm just not quite sure this was one of those situations, but I guess we'll see how it plays out throughout the rest of the game.
Here's Mayfield working from the pistol. That's caught left side by Otten. He's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard. Second down and 8. Out of the shotgun, Mayfield. This is intercepted. And the Ravens will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line.
And while the defender is going to get credit for the pick, Mike, I think he needs to go up on the sideline and thank his pass rush because they forced that bad throw. That is the perfect example of when the front pass rush and the back end coverage work together. Man, that was big-time ball.
Play action now. Jackson. In trouble, and he's going to be taken down. Anthony Walker. He's in for the sack. It's going to be a loss of 8 to begin the drive.
They probably would have been better off just handing the ball off to the running back, Mike, because when they used him as a decoy, nobody fell for it. By the time he finished his fake and got his head around, the defense was all over.
Searching for his Pro Bowl tight end Mark Andrews that time. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
For whatever reason, when the ball was in the air, Mike, it seemed to me like he was almost having a little trouble tracking it. I'm not sure if that's what allowed the defender to catch back up, but ultimately it was the contact at the catch point that causes the incomplete, and now it's going to bring up 3rd and real long. The defense is willing to just give up that run every single time. I mean, they're going to leave guys as far back as they can to protect the sticks. And in this case, flow to the ball, make an open field tackle, get off the field.
Now the Bucs will take their first timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this first half. On fourth down, the Ravens call on Jordan Stout to punt. Back deep for the Bucs, their speedster, Trey Palmer. Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. From the gun, it's Mayfield. He finds Mr. Reliable, Mike Evans. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield. Timeout here, Tampa Bay. That is their second as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in the opening half. Mayfield to throw on 1st and 10. Now he'll run it. And he'll wind up getting about 4 before he's shown the sideline.
Nothing open here downfield. I think it's a good job just getting to the edge, getting something positive, getting out of bounds.
They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. To throw is Mayfield. He'll run again. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 25-yard line.
This is an element to his game that we don't necessarily spend a lot of time talking about. He's not known as a traditional runner at the quarterback position. But when he has some space like he had here, he is more than capable of not only converting first downs, but picking up big chunk plays.
So Chase McLaughlin will come in, and they'll try a field goal. This from 40 yards out. McLaughlin's kick is good. And the Bucs are on the board just before halftime. So, one half in the books. Second half coming up. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
On first down is Mayfield. He'll get that complete to Emeka Egbuka. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
On first and 10, here's Baker. And he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw. Maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion.
The relationship between the pass rush and the pass coverage is critical. The better you rush the passer, the more pressure you can take off your coverage, and that's a great example why.
Escaping to his left. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And he's going to be out of bounds just beyond midfield. 12 yards on that hookup. Good for a Buccaneers first down.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Now Mayfield. And he can't get away. of the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain.
What an advantage it brings a defense when you have cornerbacks that are such willing tacklers. It just brings an extra element to the ability to defend the entire field. And this is a great example here why.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Here's Mayfield. Just trying to avoid the rush there. He's hit as he threw, and the pass is incomplete.
All these defensive linemen, I promise you, they all want sacks. That is how you get paid. That is how you make your name. But it's also the other plays where you can affect the quarterback. Can you make them feel uncomfortable? Or in this case, you don't get the sack, but it was the hit that's able to alter the pass to fall incomplete.
Down the field, but it falls incomplete. Jair Alexander is there to bat that one away.
He was covered by Jair.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. On the handoff, it's Henry. And he's going to get this to the 37-yard line. It's a gain of 16, and very quickly, a 1st down.
The ability to be effective on 1st down, Mike, it just makes everything else easier. In the event you do have to face a 3rd down the road, they're usually a lot more manageable situations, a lot easier to convert.
Line of scrimmage is the 37-yard line for 1st and 10. The give right up the middle to Henry. This time they're ready for it. Room to run the last snap, not this one. They stop him for no gain.
The integrity of the defense, Mike, is based on every defender holding their gap. That's exactly what we saw out of this defensive tackle. Not only did he hold his gap, he's able to shed his block and make the play.
They'll run. It's Henry. He'll take this forward for about a yard at best. Anthony Walker there to make the tackle.
It's a gain of a yard, and it's 3rd down.
So, points at a premium. Defensive battle so far as we are through 3. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. This crowd into it now as we get to 3rd down. From the gun, Jackson. That one broken up. It is incomplete. This defensive secondary, they have been really a no-fly zone all game long. It continues here and brings up 4th down.
In punt formation for the Ravens.
And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback and we come out to the 20-yard line. Mayfield to throw it here on 1st down. Short throw there, pulled in by Evans. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
A gain of 4 brings up 2nd down at the 25-yard line.
So from the 25, it's 2nd and 5. Baker gonna give it to Irvin. And he'll get about 4 to the 29.
He's tackled at the 29-yard line. That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 1.
becoming a factor as we get to third down. On the bootleg, it's Mayfield. And that is incomplete.
So this is where it gets really challenging as an offense. You find yourself trailing late in the game. The defense can play you one-dimensional. They know it's a pass-first situation, so extra defensive backs, the zones and the coverage are a little bit tighter and cloudier, and he's having a hard time finding any open windows downfield.
Trailing late, they've got to go here. It's fourth down. They'll try and run for it. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
Tackle by Trenton Simpson. Result of the play is a turnover on downs.
A first down throw for Jackson. Now a screen set up for Henry. And he's not going to get too far. Tackled after a gain of just a yard.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It's pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
Second down, 8 to go from the 28. Here's Jackson. A quick slant to Flowers. Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line. Jackson on target to Flowers, and it's a Baltimore first down.
These are the kind of plays that when you draw them up on the chalkboard, Mike, they all look great. But if you can't protect long enough, you're never going to get the receiver. I mean, think, he started on the left side of the formation in the slot, and he has to run all the way across the field to the right third. I mean, that takes a lot of time. Let's give a lot of credit to the big guys up front.
They'll try to get back to the line, but it's not happening. Gonna lose a yard. And third and final timeout taken by the defense, so the 2-minute warning, the only clock stoppage they have left. Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. To throw is Jackson. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose, and it's going to force third down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
A gain of 11, and it's first and goal. Well, a touchdown here could be the capper to a victory. It is first and goal. Here's a run. And that play took a little long to develop. They stop it for no gain at the 4.
This defense knows the importance of this drive. They have to keep this game at one possession. That's a great start there on first down.
Line of scrimmage remains the 4-yard line. It's 2nd and goal. They'll drop to throw to the goal line and in. Zay Flowers. Touchdown, Ravens.
And that's exactly how you stress all week, finishing a game. Get the ball and leave no doubt. But that late touchdown, Mike, that should all but just seal this victory away.
The Ravens will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Throwing Jackson. Oh, that may be the break they needed. That one's intercepted. Past midfield. Still on the move. Inside the 10. And he's going to make it all the way to the end zone. How about a pick 2? 2 points going the other way.
Well, Mike, you don't see this too often in the NFL, the rare pick 2. Now, it won't go down in the stat sheet as an interception for either guy, but the effort won't go unnoticed. For him to go the entire length of the field at the end of this drive certainly ends on a high note after giving up that touchdown.
Irving now on the return. A good return as he takes it across the 30.
The Bucs take over first and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
Here's first and 10. Throwing is Baker. To the left side, to Godwin.
Mayfield's pass complete to Chris Godwin. A 5-yard gain brings up second down at the 38-yard line.
Here's second down. Now the Ravens use their first timeout. They get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining here in the fourth. They'll come up now for second down and 4. Throwing is Mayfield. They go right back to Godwin. He's got it again. And they'll pick up the first down, a gain of about 4.
And the Buccaneers first down.
Mayfield to throw. Going up top for Evans. And it's a touchdown. They have gotten to within 1, and a 2-point conversion can give them the lead here in the final minute.
This is when you're very fortunate as an offensive play caller, Mike, that you not only have the speed on the outside, but you got the big arm behind center, because it doesn't get real fancy. If you can hold up in the protection, you're saying run as fast and as far as you can. I'm going to throw it as far as I can, and when you connect, it is a thing of beauty, and in this case, it results in a touchdown.
Two-point conversion.
Run.
To throw is Mayfield. That's going to be caught. Not playing for the OT. They get the 2-point conversion and take the lead here in the final minute. So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. On the return, it's Mitchell. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. Off the play fake, Jackson. That one down the field, but they cannot connect, and it's incomplete.
Great job there defensively, separating the man from the ball, and this is the moments in the game where you need your best players to step up. And this guy's showing what he's capable of doing in the game's critical moment.
He's got his tight end likely downfield. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. Now a timeout here by Baltimore. That's going to be their second. And they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ballgame. On first and 10, Jackson. This one caught downfield by Flowers. Now timeout called. Let's see, you're looking at a long field goal drive from here. Well, this might be one final heave to the end zone. So on is Tyler Luke in a big spot. This to win the game. And this one is going to run out of steam. This is short. It's no good. And the missed kick is going to cost them the game.
And you just can't help but feel for a guy in this situation, Mike. I mean, he's got a chance to be the hero. His guys get him down there, put him in position to